going to do 2 letters and then we're going to put them together. And we're going to do it on paper. But I'll just demonstrate it on the table for you. So let's do L first. Curve way up, move left, down, release. See if you can make it go starting at the baseline and going just to the top, but no more. Can you put your middle finger under the?
Yeah.
There you go. Up one more.
I did double L.
Hey, why not? We redo that a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, now let's do F. So it starts the same. Curve way up, loop left, down, but then we go way down.
Is this a F?
Loop right, release. Beautiful. Oh, that's a nice, oh, you're doing another one. Ah, hey.
It's on my licks in.
Okay, now go ahead and stop after that one. And then stick your middle finger under the pencil. Okay, and then do a couple single ones, please. Oh, nice. Oh. Okay, and now let's put them together.
Like full?
Yep, exactly like that. F, L, release.
Can I keep doing F and L?
Why don't you release and then do another one?
I forgot something.
That's an F. It's a perfect F. There you go. That looks great. Yep. Hey, that's good. Wow.
That was quick.
Good. Okay, I'll take that from you. Okay, now I'm going to give you the tire and we're going to do IRD.
And that game where we like roll it to each other. I like that game.
Oh, we haven't done that in a while. But that's, what were you going to say?
I think we did that like 4 days ago.
We're just going to do this deck, but you can hold the tire if you need something to hold.
Squish.
Your reading deck? And I need some glasses. Your idea about seeing the camera that way is genius. I'm so glad you told me that.
Yeah.
It's the first time anybody's ever suggested that. In all
So you
these
can like,
years.
also you can hear a little dink, but if we're talking, you can't hear it.
Yeah.
So if you keep it around and look at it every 5 to 10 minutes, then you can really see it. And I know it's easier to do it the other way, but like it's way easier doing it that way, so you don't have to start all over.
Exactly. Okay.
Thou consonant E syllable. Thou consonant E syllable ends in one vowel, one consonant,
and final
E.
E is silent. Cross it out. The vowel is
long.
Go
With a bacon.
Mm-hmm.
I. A. O. U.
Great.
Consonant clusters.
2 or more
adjacent letters
that
with
make
one sound.
yeah.
Shh.
And good.
Mm. Qua.
Oops. Okay. Great.
Special situations, you just got to know.
Yep. So here's the letter of our two special situations. Now, what do they sound like?
Ah, and ah.
And ah. Good.
Vowel R syllable.
The vowel
R
R syllable has an R after the vowel. The vowel makes an
Unexpected sound.
great.
R,
Good.
or,
World.
r, or.
Good.
Final stable syllable. A final stable syllable is
Coded with a half bracket and accent the syllable before.
Bubble.
And the final stable syllable sounds like
People.
good.
Coal. Dole. Full. Goal. Coal. Pole. Soul. Soul. Toll. Zol.
Great. Oh, there's an extra one. Surprising. Good.
Vowel pair syllable. A vowel pair syllable has two adjacent vowels. Treat each pair with special care because they're all different.
Yes.
E.
Good.
Closed syllable. A closed syllable is
in at
one
least one consonant after one
vowel. The vowel is short, coated with a braid.
Nice.
I.
Yes.
Ah.
Good.
Open syllable. An open syllable ends in one vowel.
The vowel in an open accented syllable is
long,
long.
coated with a macron.
Right.
I go.
Good. All right.
Consonant. Close the mouth. There is
Sound
is
is
blocked or
partially
partially blocked
blocked.
by the teeth, tongue, or lips.
Yes. And
Z.
good.
J. D. G. Yeah.
And
B. Cool.
oh, that's right. I thought it was something else.
J. W. W. V.
Great.
It's getting long.
That's pretty good.
It's been going well for 8 minutes.
Good video. Recorder. Okay, let's do spelling deck. Let's get you some spelling deck paper. Great. Okay, are you ready? Is your pencil ready?
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't.
Okay, let's
Also
see.
known as yes.
Okay. First letter, first sound. I.
I.
What letter did you write?
I.
Good. U.
You. You.
Is it plain U or is it like in Q?
Oh. You consonant E.
Good. Finger back under. Good. R.
R.
Not but R like star. Say it.
A.
Good. I.
I. I. Consonant
Oh,
E.
good for you. okay. What letter did you write?
R.
Good. Put your finger down on it.
Mm.
Yeah, tell me what you wrote.
NG with N.
G, comma, N.
Yep.
Okay, next one. Yep.
Yes. Y.
Uh-huh. And actually, remember we did a little extra spelling pattern thing, so now it's S, final position, SS, comma, S.
That's really weird.
Yeah, we can repeat that again. Okay, pencil back up. Okay, third finger under. Here you go.
Yeah.
Tell me what you wrote.
U, comma, A.
Good. Next one.
F.
Dull.
Daily.
X.
X. H.
Pole.
PLE.
Don't forget to say the sound first.
Pole. PLE. T. Comma, TE. No, ET. ED.
Good. Ah.
A.
Good.
G. G.
Goal.
Goal. Jelly.
Ah.
Ah.
Tell me what you wrote.
O, comma,
Yeah.
A. The. Wait. TH.
E.
E. ED.
Does ED make the sound E?
No.
Think about the word free. The first one is in the word free. This first E, yes. Okay, how about EE, final position, yes. EE. Good. Okay. Zol.
Zealy. Zol.
Alright, that's it. Name and date, please.
What date is it today?
It's the 7th of December.
D. December 2016. There you go.
Great.
It's very messy, but
Very beautiful. You have good concentration. It's hard. It's
it's difficult with the camera watching.
is it kind of nerve-wracking
Yes.
a little bit?
I
Yeah.
just want to hide
Yeah.
because I work under the table.
Oh, that might be hard for my teacher to see us and see how wonderful you are. So she would enjoy it better if I was up here. Okay. So now we're going to spelling. We have 2 sentences.
How many times have you had to do this today?
Video?
Yeah.
You're the first person I videoed today. But I've had to do it many times and I've had to throw a lot of them away because I didn't do it right.
And then you had to start all over.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's the way it goes. Okay, so here's your paper.
Well, you know what you can do? It's like, so it's like you give the exact paper back that they've already done, and then pretend they're writing, so they don't have to do it all over again. So they're like,
Oh, they're much too smart they would catch on. Okay, so we're going to use every step of the spelling sentence dictation procedure. So I'll say the sentence, and then you're going to say the sentence back.
oh no.
And, I think it'll be okay. And then you will write the sentence, And of course, you know that part. And then we'll check the sentence at the end. After they're all done. Okay, so the first sentence, I'm just going to say it, and you listen and say it back. Sam ate dinner and then went shopping.
Sam ate dinner and then went shopping.
Good. Right. Okay. And then if you could skip a line before the next one. All right, next sentence. And remember, just talk the first time. Did he confess to the crime?
Did he confess to the crime?
Good, right. Good. Okay, now we're going to go back through the sentences and I'm going to read them backward. And I want you with your finger to see if you have the words and see if you notice any punctuation or spelling mistakes or capitalization. Good for you. Okay, let's do the Sam one. So going backward, put your finger on the last word of the sentence about Sam. Good. Shopping, went, then, and, dinner, ate, Sam.
The dinner ate Sam.
That's kind of fun. Okay, now go down to the bottom of the last one. Okay, crime, the, to, confess, he did.
No, it's like, you know how Yoda's like, oh yes you did. Like, he's like, the crime you confessed you did. Like Yoda.
Good. Okay, name a date. We may actually, depending on how our time is, we may correct these today. We usually correct them the next day, but we might have extra time. Okay, now we're going to do some reading.
Ooh, wait, what kind of
We're
reading?
not going to read your book that we're going to reading, because
Are we allowed to read it on carpet?
oh, I think we better read it here so they can see us. Sorry.
Oh.
So this is just a really short story, and this is one of those books where they try to keep the words all within things that you've learned. And we're going to have you read the first chapter out loud.
Is this about service dogs?
It is. Can you tell?
Yeah.
You're looking at that?
The orange thing.
Because he has a little vest on, doesn't he?
Like orange vest.
Yeah. We'll read the first chapter one time, and then we'll pick something to focus on, and we'll do a second reading of the first chapter. Okay. It's pretty short. You'll probably be surprised how short it is. So it goes from here to right there. That's 3 pages. Let me get my copy.
Sean has a pup. It is a black lab. His name is Hap. Hap is a fine dog, but Sean will not keep Hap. Sean will just work with Hap so Hap can help a kid that needs a dog. Sean will train Hap to help a kid that cannot see. Sean is in a 4-H club. Her group in the club gets pups to train. Sean and her mom had 5 pups. 3 of their dogs are now with kids who cannot see. Their last dog did not make the grade. Sean will train Hap to help a kid that cannot see. The last of the name of the last dog is Rose. Rose is a smart dog, but she will not set a paw on Main Street.
On
Main Street. She hates loud noises. It gets on her nerves. She cannot stand car horns and the screech of brakes. So Rose is still with Sean. She will help train Hap.
Okay. Going back.
We're going to read it again.
So, this time, let's focus on staying slow through the whole thing. You actually did a really nice job of staying slow at the beginning, and then when you got toward the end, you got faster and faster and faster. But the beginning was nice and slow, and I could really understand what was going on.
And then blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I just kind of hurried up a little bit. So, let's have you stay slow and pausing between the sentences all the way through.
Sean has a pup. It is a black lab. His name is Hap. Hap is a fine dog, but Sean will not keep Hap. Sean will just work with Hap so Hap can help a kid that needs a dog. Sean will train Hap to help a kid that cannot see. Sean is in a 4-H club. Her group in the club gets pups to train. Sean and her mom have 5 pups. Have had 5 pups. Third of the dogs are now with kids who cannot see. The last dog did not make the grade.
Okay, now, before you start the next page, I'm going to take a big, deep breath and really go slow.
Sean will train Hap to help a kid that cannot see. The name of the last dog is Rose. Rose is a smart dog, but she will not set a paw on Main Street.
Let's go back
Main Street.
Let's do that whole sentence one more time.
But she will not set a paw on a Main Street.
Does that sentence make sense? Is it kind of, I think it's like she doesn't like big noisy streets.
On a Main Street. She hates loud noises. She hates loud noise. It gets on her nerves. She cannot stand car horn and the screech of brakes. So Rose is still with Sean. She will help train Hap.
Nice. Good. Okay, that's that. Girl, you are so efficient today.
Do we have free time?
No, but that was really good.
It's been going on for 23 minutes. Wow. So are we just going to read regularly now?
Let's go back to the spelling and pretend it's tomorrow.
Why do we have to pretend it's tomorrow?
Well, we can pretend it's today.
But it is today.
Okay, let's go back and correct these 2 sentences. A little bit of time has passed, about 5 minutes. Okay. So now, I think we have all our words. So I'm going to have you check for capitalization and punctuation on both sentences. Here's the first one. Sam ate dinner and then went shopping.
And then went shopping. And or in?
And, oh sorry, was that not very clear? Sam ate dinner and then went
Oh
shopping.
yes, I did and. I thought it was like and went shopping.
Okay. So let's see, capitalization.
Capitalization?
Yep.
That's punctuation.
Shopping, punctuation.
No,
Okay.
shopping.
Okay.
Shopping.
Now let's do that same sentence. And check the spelling. Okay. So can you touch each word as I do it, and let's check the spelling on it. Okay, Sam.
Ate dinner and
And I see you have your 2 N's, right? Okay, good. And then went
shopping.
shopping. job. Okay. You know what? Do you think that's a doubling rule?
Yeah.
It is. So you just put another key in. Okay. All right. That one's good. Let's do the next sentence. First of all, capitalization and punctuation. Did he confess to the crime?
Oh.
Oh, you put a question mark. Okay, good. And you have capital letter. Great. Okay, now let's check this one. Did he confess? Good job with the two S's there. To, just so I know, how did you spell two there?
T-W. I mean T-O.
T-O, okay, great. To the, is that H?
Yeah.
Okay, the crime. Perfect.
Crime.
You're all set? Great. Okay, all good.
So now we gotta turn on the camera, the freaky
No,
camera.
not yet.
Aw.
Let's read for 5 minutes and then we'll turn it off, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
The camera scares me because the teachers can see everything that I say, that I do.
Usually she ends up saying nice things about the students. If she has anything to say that, like, you need to do this better, it's usually for me. So she'll be like, oh, I love that student that you showed me in the video. She is so sweet. She always says these nice things that even more nice things than I could think of, which I usually think of a lot. Okay, so where are we in the barbers?
Do you like what do you want for Christmas? Like a teacher, a little gift to stay in here.
Think about that.
Like a candle, like an electric candle, because I have one at home in my bedroom. So you turn it on, and it's like electric.
Aren't those cool? Because then you can't burn down the house, right?
Yeah. So it's like in my room, so I can turn it on.
Those
It's
are very
really
cool.
cool.
Those are, I do like those.
So like, yeah, it's for like fun. So you can, but it also has a real smell to it.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
They have like a real nice smell to them.
I have
So it
one of
actually
those.
does make the room smell better. Which is
Are you blue?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so remember the boy said, would you wait here while I run upstairs and get a book now?
Yeah.
Okay, so he can't read, and he's kind of embarrassed about it, but he wants to know if Arietti will read to him. Well, said Arietti. She was longing to show off. Then a startled look came into her eyes. Oh, she faltered. What's the matter? The boy was standing up now. He towered above her.
Like, so Arietti's like this big, like this tall, and this monstrous dude is like as tall as me.
Yeah, you can draw if you want to.
Oh yay.
How many doors are there to this house? She squinted up at him against the bright sunlight. He dropped on one knee. Doors, he said. Outside doors? Yes. Well, there's the front door, the back door, the gunroom door, the kitchen door, the scullery door, and the French windows in the drawing room. Well, you see, said Arietti, my father's in the hall by the front door working. He wouldn't want to be disturbed. She doesn't want the boy to give her father a heart attack by coming through that door, right?
Yeah.
Working, said the boy. What at? Getting material, said Arietti, or a scrubbing brush. Then I'll go in the side door. He began to move away, but turned suddenly and came back to her. He stood a moment, as though embarrassed, and then he said, Can you fly? No, said Arietti, surprised.
Can you fly?
Can you? His face became even redder. Of course not, he said angrily. I'm not a fairy. Well, nor am I, said
I'm
Arietti.
just a small human.
Nor is anybody. I don't believe in them. He looked at her strangely. You don't believe in them? No, said Arietti. Do you? Of course not. Really, she thought, he is a very angry kind of boy. My mother believes in them, she said, trying to appease him. She thinks she saw one once. It was when she was a girl, and lived with her parents behind the sand pile or the plotting shed. He squatted down on his heels, and she felt his breath on her face. What was it like? He asked. About the size of a glowworm with wings like a butterfly. And it had a tiny little face, she said, all alight
Tornadoes.
and moving like sparks and tiny moving hands. Its face was changing all the time, she said, smiling and sort of shimmering. It seemed to be talking, she said, very quickly, but you couldn't hear a word. Oh, said the boy, interested. After a moment he asked, where did it go? It just went, said Ariadne. When my mother saw it, it seemed to be caught in a cobweb. It was dark at the time, about 5 o'clock on a winter's evening, after tea. Oh, he said again, and picked up 2 petals of cherry blossom, which he folded together like a sandwich and ate slowly. Supposing, he said, staring past her at the wall of the house, supposing you saw a little man, about as tall as a pencil, with a blue patch in his trousers, halfway up a window curtain, carrying a doll's teacup. Would you say it was a fairy? No, said Ariadne. I'd say it was my father. Oh, said the boy, thinking this out. Does your father have a blue patch on his trousers? Not on his best trousers. He does on his borrowing ones. Oh, said the boy again. He seems to find that a safe sound, as lawyers do.
As lawyers.
Are there many people like you? No, said Ariadne, none. All people are different. I mean as small as you. Ariadne laughed. Oh, don't be silly, she said. Surely you don't think there are many people in the world your size? There are more my size than yours, he retorted. Honestly, began Ariadne helplessly and laughed again. Do you really think? I mean, what sort of a world would it be? Those great chairs. I've seen them. Fancy if you had to make chairs that size for everyone. And the stuff for their clothes. Miles and miles of it. Tents of it. Oh, and the sewing. And their great houses, reaching up so you can hardly see the ceilings. Their great beds. The food they eat. Great smoking mountains of it. Huge bogs of stew and soup and stuff.
And stuff.
Don't you eat soup? Asked the boy. Of course we do, laughed Ariadne. My father had an uncle who had a little boat, which he rowed around in the soup pot, picking up things. He did bottom fishing, too, for bits of bone marrow, until the cook got suspicious through finding bent pins in the soup. Once he was nearly shipwrecked on a chunk of submerged shinbone. He lost his oars, and the boat sprang a leak, but he flung a line over the pot handle and pulled himself alongside the rim. But all that soup stock, and the size of the stock pot, there wouldn't be enough stuff in the world to go around. That's why my father says it's a good thing they're dying out. Just a few big people, my father says. That's all we need to keep us. Otherwise, he says, the whole thing gets, Ariadne hesitated, trying to remember the word, exaggerated, he says. What do you mean? Asked the boy. To keep us. What does she mean, to keep us?
I don't know. Like, to keep the food and water and stuff.
Maybe like just enough people so that the borrowers can have enough people to borrow from?
Yeah. So, can we turn the scary camera off? Scary camera. Scary camera. Goodbye.